Good evening, everyone. It is I, Mike V, and welcome to another edition of the Tuesday Talk Q&A. Today is October 25th, 2022. All right, so this week's edition of the Tuesday Talk does not have a topic of question, so this will be a free-for-all. Um, and we'll just be answering your questions and maybe playing some games, your game requests. So we're going to go ahead and just pretty much get right into it. We're waiting for the chat to, for the people to join here, so we'll go ahead and just chill for a bit. So, um, if I'm spacing out a bit today, it's because I'm having really bad allergies since I took my shower earlier today. It was nuts. It is windy. The allergies are just blowing all over, and my nose has been stuffed. Nose has been stuffed. It's not the good type of stuffing. It's not a stuffed crust pizza or anything like that. No. So I went ahead and borrowed a box of tissues here so I could just blow my nose. In case. But no, I don't feel sick or anything. I just have bad allergies right now. But uh, who has heard? Uh, Obviously, if you from the Bay Area or if you've watched the news recently, you would have noticed that we had an earthquake today. This morning we had a 5.1 magnitude earthquake here in the Bay Area. Epicenter was about 12 miles from San Jose. And yep, I felt at least 5 seconds worth of uh, very fairly big trembling. And I was and it looked like it was about to get worse, but then it stopped after that. So about 5, 6, 7 seconds of shaking. I'm surprised it actually has gotten even national news because it didn't feel that bad. But I guess it's been apparently this has been the biggest earthquake in the Bay Area in the last 8 years. So right now everything is fine. Nothing bad has happened for the most part. No damages from what I've heard. Maybe some minor ones closer to the center. But I am gonna have to be on the lookout for any potential. Maybe it's a prequel to what's to come. Hopefully not. But okay. Apologies if I'm sniffling because of the allergies, but we're gonna go ahead and move on with this anyway. Let me go and check and see everything is good here with the stream. If you got any questions, be sure to put it in the comments below, in the chat. Excuse me. Actually, chat's gonna be where to your if you it depends if you've expanded the window or not. But yeah. So yeah, looks like nobody's here right at the moment. I'm gonna go ahead and actually David just popped up. There we go. Welcome back, David. It was windy last couple days in Kansas, and I get a little sniffy when it's bad out. Yeah. Right now, yeah, today was pretty bad. We had the earthquake as well, but the allergies are also getting bad too. I did take a Claritin just now. I don't know if it's going to help me, but we'll go ahead and get a game prepared in case. But any questions? Any topics of discussion? I didn't have one for this week. I do eventually want to discuss a couple of things in a future episode. One of them being my progress with my uh, diet and exercise plan. It's been a couple months now since I've gone on it, and I've done pretty well. 17 pounds lost in 2 months and counting, and that's just with very simple diet and exercise plan. If I can do it, anybody can. And obviously, you can do much more, much more with a more rigorous uh, plan. All right, let's see here. I will mention yesterday I did record two of the next videos that I plan on releasing. I still have to edit them and of course upload them to YouTube. But one of them is a look at a brand new game exclusive to videopoker.com. That's part of the. If you have a Video Poker Pro subscription, you would have found out about this. It is the I think the Game Lab and the game that they're testing called Prince Poker. It's been around I think for a few months now on here, but uh, I went ahead and did a video on that, just showcasing it. So that's something I'm gonna have to get uploaded for you guys. And the second video that I've worked on that you'll that you should be looking forward to is part 21 of Video Poker Genius. Yeah, I've actually found a reason to actually continue the series, and that is on Triple Bonus Plus. Triple Bonus Plus is going to be the episode for part 21. Might as well do it because I haven't done that one yet for a video. So that'll be part 21 of Video Poker Genius. So those are the two videos that I have recorded that I still need to edit and upload for you guys. Jay Blinky 67, welcome. What's your favorite game for single line? I'm assuming single hand. It's a question I get asked a lot, and I don't really have a proper favorite, as I mentioned before. I have it depends on how I feel, and of course the payback percentage. I like to play the game that has the highest payback percentage of the at the particular moment at that particular casino in question. Uh, so I like regular jacks are better, 9-6 jacks are better. You last a long time. It's a low volatile game. Double double bonus is where I've won the most. If you look at previous history, but it's like a love hate relationship because it is it is a high volatile game. Double double bonus, even at just a single hand. Uh, I like triple bonus plus. As I said, I did a video on it just now, or yesterday. It needs to be uploaded. Triple bonus plus. I played in Reno a couple of nights, and it is somewhat high volatile, but at the very least but it also has a very high payback percentage. And I forgot to mention, and I didn't mention this in the video I recorded, but I do remember I was playing against an older woman. Well, not playing next to an older woman in the same cabinet of Game Kings at the Silver Legacy, playing the exact same game, triple bonus plus, and we were discussing about how we've both been getting so close to getting royals. And then she came up, and then she looked at my machine and asked which game I was playing. I looked at hers and said, "Oh, we're playing the same game." And she said in response, "The right game." So she obviously agrees with me that that I'm playing the right. And triple bonus plus was the best game on that list of machines there in terms of payback. So I think this woman, I'm guessing, who was playing next to me, is uh, a regular video poker player. But yeah, I do enjoy triple bonus plus. It's one that I don't play as often, but then again, they don't usually come in a good pay table, except if you're in Reno, for example. So I'll most likely play it again when I go back there. I did win on it. Did get a 4 of a kind. All right. David. I walk in the casinos, get exercise, look for advantage players. Do you see out? Do you see out there? Yeah. And yeah, Jay Blingy, I shouldn't. Yeah, I should have known that. Yeah, that I. It's tough. I don't really have a favorite, to be honest. Um. So yeah, I just try to play the game that either uh, that either has the best the highest payback percentage, or just what I'm feeling for that moment. I know how to play most of the games at this point. Uh, Obviously, for anybody who's just learning video poker for the first time and maybe they've mastered one but not the other, it's probably best to stick with what you know. So a little bit of advice right there. Uh, is it common for casinos to offer a wide range of payback? Uh, Based on what I've seen, and of course what's been reported on VP Free 2 on the database there, I've noticed that depending the casino it depends on the casino. Many casinos, especially the ones that don't have good paybacks, will usually set them the same, kind of like how slot machines work, with how they set the payback percentages for slot machines is based on denomination, and that is mostly true with video poker, with a few exceptions. Usually they'll have some of the good ones, like in places like outside the strip, or in Reno, for example, where they have machines from quarters to dollars, in the mid denomination ranges with good paybacks. And actually, if you go to the locals casinos in Vegas, it's actually the opposite. The best games are actually in that mid range, 25 cent, 50 cent, and $1 denomination, and the high limit room actually has the worst games. So it depends on the casino, and also whenever you do find the good games, it's not usually throughout the casino. It's usually you have to look for them. So in that way, yes, the paybacks can be set differently in a various range, and of course, but generally speaking, still it is going to be based on denomination, with the exceptions I made, of course, uh, just now, uh, and that's pretty much what I've seen. Uh, it seems to be quite common. Yeah. Let's see. How often do you go to a casino? Once a week, once a month. I usually go whenever family goes. I don't, because my budget doesn't call for just going to the casino all the time, and because of my current situation here. But I don't voluntarily and let it voluntary, and I don't like going by myself because it's boring. So I usually go whenever my parents or other family members are going, and I usually go along with them. And it's about one, I would say, once a month on average. That's probably a good estimate right there. Do you see a lot of vultures out there? Because I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think the last time I've seen somebody try to, like, was waiting to, look for an advantage play opportunity on a machine, maybe such as Ultimate X, leaving a multipliers as an example. Uh, I don't think I have. I have. There might have been people. I have in the past, years in the past, been a witness to people maybe begging for money. That's not a good thing, obviously, in a casino. You don't want to give people money when that happens. That was like what? That was like 8 years ago. Last time I've seen something like that happen. But yeah, I'll reiterate once again. Pardon from my low voice and my sniffles. I do have the allergies. Have them big time today, and it seems to have started since I got out of the shower. So I was fine earlier this morning, and I was fine yesterday. Leftover San Pellegrino from dinner. I have right here. Okay. Any more questions? We're still got 45 minutes left of stream to do. I'll go ahead and load up a game in case. What have I not played yet? Bonus streak. Hey, Matt. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. And Jay Blinky got something here. Let me organize my screen here. My local offers nothing better than 97. Well, that's not good. And that's on Deuce's Wild Quarter. The lowest is 94.6 on a very twisted version of bonus poker. In addition, every denomination is. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. You did mention something. Yeah, sometimes the casinos will have the same pay table for all denominations. That's actually more common in my opinion. Through most casinos. I'm glad you brought that up. That is true. Sometimes it's based on denomination. Sometimes they just put the same pay table for all denominations. I have seen that as well. So, and that's actually I think the more common, setting that I've seen, especially on the two small local tribal casinos that we go to at our second residence in up in the northern part of the state of California here. So you mentioned, oh yeah, I think I know which version of bonus poker you're talking about. It's like it has like the 10-8 pay table where full house pays 50, flush pays 40. Oh, that sounds good. A flush paying 40, a full house paying 50, but two pair pays the same as jacks or better. It pays only 5 credits. So I know which pay table that is, and it is around that percentage, 94.6. That is a horrible version, and I have seen that one. That is I think that's the worst pay table you can find, to be honest. There might be some odd ones out that have worse pay tables, but yeah, 94.6. And I have mentioned that around 94% is the lowest payback percentage that you will find in video poker. And yeah, it's that particular game. Yep, exactly. All right, one moment. Just clearing something on my phone. All right. Matt, do slots have a higher payback percentage the bigger your bet? It's based on denomination. So a $1 machine is a $1 denomination slot machine is going to have pretty much it's going to have a higher denomination than a quarter machine and a penny machine, and the ones in the high limit room will usually be set higher as well. That's the industry standard across all casinos, based on pretty much our understanding, interviews, as well as if you look at the actual payback percentage statistics on like for example in Nevada, you'll notice that the year over year pay actual returns are higher based on denomination. The penny machines usually pay the worst. One moment. And it's the same with video poker, but not always. And we're even seeing that with table games too. You know, 6 to 5 blackjack is usually for the lower minimum bet tables, while 3 to 2 is available in the higher limit. You know, overall better game for the player, but they require you to bet more. Usually, it's basically pretty much pretty much is replicated by casinos across all games. You know, not just slots too. And yeah, you were expanding the question. Yeah, 1 cent versus 10-cent credit max bet. So yeah, like I said, the 10-cent machine will probably be set higher than the penny. So if you're someone who bets $2 a spin, because that's your budget, $2 a spin on a slot, it's better to do 2 credits per spin on a dollar machine versus 200 credits per spin on a penny machine. but a penny machine and a dollar machine at $2 is going to be a different game. So what if you want to play the same game? Well, let's use an example of some video slots that are multi-denomination, and each denomination and usually is programmed separately, even if it's on the same screen on the same machine cabinet. Uh, so so if you say you bet $2 a spin, instead maybe you should bet 20 credits minimum bet on a 10 set machine instead of 200 credits on a penny machine, which may or may not be max bet, for example. But yeah, so that's generally speaking. Obviously it'll be based on your budget. If you only play like 40-cent, 20-cent spins, then you're pretty much stuck with a penny machine. All right, we got the comments coming. Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, yeah, basically. Yeah, and also high limit players are also going to be a bit more picky with their games. They're more selective, and that's why you always see certain games on the high limit room that especially older games that you no longer see in the main casino floor. Especially these days, most casinos now will only have their traditional old school three reelers in the high limit rooms, simply because that's what the high limit players demand. Yeah, Dragon Link. Obviously, if you watch Mark at Home Slots, and hey, he's right here. There he is. He's on the chat. Yeah, he's gonna tell you not to. Yeah, it's just dragons. Yep. Well, the one good thing I will mention about the Dragon Link games is, the one good thing is that when you increase the denomination, the mini and the minor do go up. Uh, so if you're betting $1.25 at a nickel denomination on a Dragon Link as opposed to say 50 cents on a penny or $1 on 2 cent, which is typically the minimum bets for those games, uh, when you get the mini or the minor, it's going to be a higher amount. It's better than say betting $2 on the penny. But then again, if you watch Dragon Link long enough, you'll notice that the higher you bet, the more common you're going to get those minis when you do get the hold and spin bonus. But at the same time, though, um, you know, it's Dragon Link. I wouldn't play it. Yeah, that's pretty good for denominations. Yeah. And yeah, Jane Binkley says you don't play anymore. That's good advice. Okay, and Mark, since you are here, I want to give you a shout out because I mentioned the other day that I did receive in the mail your gift that you gave to all of your viewers for the 3,000 subscriber live stream. And there it is. It's the custom $1 million voucher with Club Mike V Casino on the top. So yep, I do have it with me. And if you haven't yet, you can go ahead and give Mark a subscribe. All right, so we're down the list here. Any more questions? Any game requests? I will also reiterate what I said in the beginning of the stream. If you guys have seen the news as of late, you might have known that we did get a relatively bigger. It didn't feel that big, but it looked like it might have gotten bigger. We did get an earthquake this morning. It actually made national news, to believe it or not. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, I understand now. It's actually the biggest in the last last 8 years, apparently, here in the Bay Area. And yep. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, all right, David. Want to play some video poker? Okay, we're. Do you have any requests? Though I'm looking at the list here, and I'm just overwhelmed. Trying to see if I can play something I haven't played before, but I will play the first game that I see requested in the chat if there is one. Let's see here. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna go ahead and play. That's a good one. Deuces Deluxe Super Platinum Double Double Triple Bonus File. Yeah, increase the volatility. But Matt has a suggestion for hot roll. David will do some single hand after. Hot roll is a fun game. Obviously, my mom won playing hot roll in Vegas. I'll go ahead and load it up. Gonna have to expand the window here a little bit. Okay. All right, let me bring up the screen here. Oh, looks like it's good. All right. Oh, okay. All casino action. I am aware of that channel. The other day, had dealt 4 4s with a kicker on 10 times hot roll. 5 hand. Wow. All right. And it was 25-cent denomination. Well, that was that was good. That was that's obviously a good dream hit too. All right. Let's go ahead and do 5 hands as well. And you said double bonus. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go ahead. So it looks like I have the 9-6 pay table selected here. There is no training mode for hot roll, but then again, the strategy is going to be the same as regular double bonus anyway. And I do know the strategy for the most part. Pair of 7s. All right. Good. Okay. All right, we got a jack. Increases speed a little bit. Pair of deuces. Nope. So hot roll. Basically, you're betting double the normal max bet, 10 credits per hand instead of the usual 5 to activate the hot roll feature, which will come randomly either before the deal or just before the draw, or both. I think it can happen both. I'm not sure. Home slots. Any 100-hand versions on there? Yes, there is quite a few of them. Quite a lot of them actually. I can go ahead and actually bring up the list here. I can just show you right here. Oop. Gotta keep the mouse steady. So we go to the H here. We've got 100 play draw poker. That's the regular 100 play. We got 100 play wheel poker, 100 play with quick quads, and 100 play with super times pay. So those are the 4 that I see right off the bat that's on the list. The 100 play wheel poker is you get a lot of wheel spins, but you know, if you were playing, say, penny denomination, the amount overall in the end for the number of 4 of a kinds that you do get, not really worth it in my opinion. But it is fun to see fun to get the wheel very frequently with the 100 play. Pair of 6s. All right, allergies are starting to go away a little bit. Can breathe a little. Can breathe now. Flush draw. Yep. There we go. 5 times. And I believe 9, 8, 7, 4 deuce. Okay. Let me see. Interesting comment. The wind sound for the roll sound. I personally don't think it is, because I've heard the Wheel of Fortune roll up credits, and it is it sounds slightly different. Slightly different. I want to see if I can get a big decent win here with this. Let's see. I don't get to hear it that much, but my ears think it's a bit different, though. I don't think it's exact. I don't think it's exactly the roll up sound. Maybe I'm wrong though, but you can let me know in another comment. Another thing about my local, their hot roll is per line, not for all line. Oh, I think I've seen that one too. I've seen that one. I think that's called. Is that Hot Roll Deluxe? Do we have this one here? No, actually, we don't even have it on videopoker.com. I have seen it, also in Vegas. It was right next to the hot roll that my mom was playing. I forgot. I don't know what the name is. Is it called Hot Roll Deluxe or something, or is it called something else? But I have seen the version that is per line. I think the name is slightly different, but I have seen it. Yeah, and I don't know what other rule changes are there for that variant either, but I have seen it. Good thing you brought it up. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I know what game you're talking about because I did see it. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Hey, Casey, I think you're right. I think that might be it. Super hot roll. I don't remember the name, but good catch. If that's what it is. And yeah, looks like Jay Blinkley confirms it here. So yeah, super hot roll it is. All right. Let's see. Yeah, these gut shot straight draws with high cards, I sometimes get this is like one of the few things I actually get wrong with the strategy. I don't know if it's to hold the just the king and the jack, or also the 9 and the 10 for the straight draw. We'll just go ahead and hold the king and the jack. It doesn't play that super. Yeah. Yeah, and then it just stays there. The Wheel of Fortune roll up music is has a bit more melody that adds to it. And let's see. I'm trying to see. I think I also heard this sound used on another game, or maybe no, it wasn't. It was a. I'm not even gonna try to think about it anymore. Uh, all right, ace only. Yeah. Oh, 7. Oh yeah, what I wanted to check. 3 of a kind, Jack. What I wanted to check here. I want to go to the. Let me go to the pay table here. So the dice appear on average 1 in every 6 games. I think I've always thought, based on watching this, playing and watching others play this game, yeah, average multiplier is 7. That also just happens to be the most common number you can roll on a pair of dice, in a physical pair of dice. So I'm going to assume that the dice here are fair. This visual representation of dice is in fact fair dice. You will get 7 more often than 6 and 8, which are more often than 5 and 9, which will be more often all the way down to 2 and 12. So yeah, especially if the game specifically says that the average number rolled is a 7. Well, yeah. 2 jacks. Uh, 4x multiplier. All right, we'll hold the. I'm pretty sure you have to go for the straight draw, but I'm just holding the king and the queen. Mark, I did see the post you made on Discord. I'll go ahead and look at it at the end of the stream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll go ahead and check it out after. It does sound like it, I will admit. Let's see, ace, and we're probably going to hold the 2 and the 5, 3 to the straight flush. Yeah. And it could also be that that videopoker.com is using this particular this roll up music, but only using like the very first couple of seconds of it. So I'm not getting the whole uh, roll up melody that you would typically see in the Wheel of Fortune slot. But so that could be it, and I don't think I've heard it on this machine in the real casino either. I don't know what the hell videopoker.com is doing and why they're using these sound effects. Because I can't recall hearing this on a video poker machine. Obviously, they use the more common roll up melodies for the other games. King and queen. This is nothing. Pair of 4s. Wow, bad luck. There's no wonder why I'm always unlucky in multi-hand games with multipliers. All right. Ace only. Ooh, 11. Hot roll. Dun, 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 dun. Whenever you get a high multiplier, it plays that music. Pair of sixes. Straight flush draw. Ace. Pair of nines. No, nothing. 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. Nothing again. Finally finding a reason to make to tell me how wrong I am. Two pairs, yeah. Get some full houses. Oh, 3. Yep. Froze. Nope. No full house. Oh. Yep. Pair of sixes. People ask me if I should hold the straight, but my memory serves me that low pairs still for some reason better than going for the straight in most video poker variants, which is why I always do. There are exceptions, of course. We can do that right now, actually. I'm bored of this game, to be honest. Alright, let me do one more. We'll end it off on a high note. If you can even call this a high note, this is not a good deal. 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, so it is a straight flush draw that we have to go for. Well, let's see if we can at least get a flush or something. Okay. Alright, we'll end it off right there. For this game, anyway. Overall loss of 555 credits, betting 50 credits a hand. All right. Oh, Jay Blinky, do you always hold a full house with a high or low pair? A full house. Do you mean hold the two pair, or hold the full house like getting a full house on the deal? Hold. No, excuse me. I misread your question. Hold for a full house with a high and low pair. In double bonus, you always hold the two pair unless one of the pairs is aces. And then I think there are exceptions. If you're playing wheel poker, for example, where the four of a kinds are much higher, or potentially higher because the bonus credits you get from the spin of the wheel, then that also applies to any high pair. But for regular double bonus with no strategy, if you're playing single hand or multi hand, or if you're playing a variant like this, hot roll or super times pay, where the multipliers are independent of the strategy, then you always hold both pairs, even though the two pairs pay only 5. With the exception being a pair of aces. Pair of aces has a higher expected value than any two pair, simply because of the payoffs. You can get 800 credits for 4 aces and 2,000 credits for 4 aces with a 2, 3, or 4 kicker. Actually, let me mention here another strategy adjustment too. You don't. It doesn't happen that often, but a full house consisting of 3 aces, you have to discard the full house and go for the 4 aces when you're playing double bonus or triple double bonus. Another example, but double bonus. If you have a full house consisting of 3 aces, you actually have to discard the full house. It's sad. It's saddened to hear, but that's the expected value for 3 aces is higher than 45 credits, if you could believe it. And yeah, appreciate the question there. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch over to what was it? 100 play with the wheel poker. I like it just from the aesthetics, even if I don't win. Yeah, totally. Okay, let me go ahead and shrink this a bit. Let me move this over. And is everything on screen? Yes, it is. All right. Okay. All right, 100 play wheel poker. We'll keep it a double bonus for now. It's 600 credits, 500 credits normally, plus 1 additional credit per hand for the wheel. Trigger the wheel, you need a 4 of a kind, at least one of the 100. And the more you get, you get just 1 spin of the wheel, but the number of 4 of a kinds you get for that hand multiply the amount. You'll see when we get it. We're going to get a 4 of a kind eventually here with the number of hands that we're playing. Oh, let me expand it. Let me increase the speed here. There. Now the roll-up sound effect sounds more like video poker for this game. All right. Ace only. Oh, and Mark, is this the game that you want to... Well, I don't even know if you have it in your G23, but would this be the game that you want to challenge me on when we, at some point, get to work on the video poker head-to-head challenge collaboration that we're considering doing at some point? This would probably be the game you would choose, I would guess. Because you did mention you like 100-hand games, because it's just how crazy it is. Pair of queens. Got back to the $6. See how fast it goes down. 775 credits down. There was a penny machine at $7. Now it's $13 with the 6 credits bet. We're gonna get some of it back, of course, regardless, but pair of threes. Pair of nines. Pair of aces. Let's get some 4 aces here. Oh, we did. Hey, no problem. You haven't missed this, though. So, 1 4 of a kind only, so no multiplier. Well, let's see what we can add onto our score. 375. Well, with 4 aces, so 1,750. So what? Almost triple your bets. So with just 1 4 of a kind and 1 spin of the wheel, you don't really... The the big money comes from if you get like a 4 of a kind on the deal. Then if you get 100 hands 4 of a kind, you get the wheel at 100 times multiplier. Not sure if you have any 100 hand in the library. It's usually 100 hand draw poker is usually standalone. It's usually, I've never seen it in say one of the like the All-Star Poker. I don't think that they have 100. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen it in the like the All-Star Poker machines that have that have the 100 play on there. Usually it's standalone. Somebody can correct me if they have seen it. Ultimate X 10 hand. Okay. Go ahead and hold the Queen and the Jack. Oh, full house. Ultimate X 10 hand. Okay. Yeah, that's one that's easily available both on the Gold and the Pro subscription training mode. And of course, I can disable training as well. Yeah. Pair of 4s. Oh, 4 of a kind last minute. I'll get to your question, Frank, after the spin of the wheel. Ah, 175. Alright, so Frank, welcome to the stream. In double bonus, always hold the ace and fold 2 face cards when dealt. If it's king and queen or king and jack, then yes. If it's queen and jack, then no. That's usually the strategy. Yeah, so in double bonus in particular, if you have an ace and 2 face cards, if the 2 face cards are king and queen or king and jack, you hold the ace. If it's queen and jack, you hold the queen and the jack and discard the ace. So that's the only exception to that, and that's for double bonus only. Yeah, for some reason, I guess the consecutive lower high cards, the queen and the jack, I guess give you slightly better opportunities at a straight, and it brings the expected value of holding queen and jack just slightly higher than holding the ace alone, even with the 4 aces payoffs. But yeah, and yeah, Jay Blinken mentioned that's the best part about Pro is the training on Ultimate X and such. Yeah. So yeah, the Pro subscription as opposed to the Gold subscription, if you have a paying subscription on videopoker.com, it offers training mode for Ultimate X. So that's one of the main differences, as well as the ability to have a actual denomination on the screen. Oh, you didn't even know that. Yeah, that's if you actually run this through the computer, if you actually play it with a training mode, yeah, the queen and jack, queen, even if it's offsuit, you hold that when you have ace queen jack. Nothing else better. Yeah, queen and jack you should hold even if it's different suits. And of course, if it's ace queen jack and the ace and the queen are suited, same suit, that's 2 to a royal, then you hold the ace and the queen suited. So the strategy that I just gave you assumes it's mixed suits. The ace, the queen, and the jack, or the ace and the 2 face cards are all different suits, 3 different suits. Okay. Go ahead and continue. A pair of 3s. Nothing. 10, 9, 5, 3 deuce. That's nothing. 2 pairs, and we got 5 minutes left until the top of the hour. I'll allow 10 full houses. Hey, Joe, welcome. You made it just in time for the last 5 minutes of the stream, roughly. Go ahead and show you your chat here. Yeah. But I can, if we have enough questions, I can always stay a little bit longer. So it's not a definitive stop time at the top of the hour. But I like to keep it at an hour. Keeps it short enough. 10, 8, 7, 5, dude. This is nothing. Ace. Oh, frozen again. There we go. All right, doing work around the house on vacation. That's here. Oh, straight flush draw. Too bad that 9 wasn't a king. That'd be sick. But we should come on. We should get. It's open ended. We should get some straight flushes here. There's 1. There's 5. Look at that. Too bad straight flushes don't give you wheel spins. Yeah, there they are. 5 of them. And there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Only got a couple of wheel spins. Let's see if we can get more. Let's see here. Is it the ace? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't have training mode on this game. We'll go with the ace. Yeah, straight flush is like the most undervalued thing. It gets the least amount of love in most video poker variants. Now, I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream triple bonus plus. If you were watching at the very beginning of the stream, I mentioned triple bonus plus. That variant has a higher payoff for the straight flush. It has it at 500 credits as opposed to just 250. So that game, if you like the straight flush, it does pay more there. And I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'll mention it again. I have 2 videos that I recorded yesterday that I still need to edit. One of them is part 21 of Video Poker Genius. That'll be the second video that comes out. And hope you guys look forward to that. And that'll be on Triple Bonus Plus. Casey. Actually leaving to go to Vegas tomorrow. That's, hey, nice center location. Aria is pretty good. And good with an offer, especially. And you say Cosmo has the best VP in the center of the strip. Do they? About to sneeze. God, if you ever had that feeling where you want to sneeze and it doesn't come out. And yeah, thank you I appreciate it. I do this every week, and I'm glad you enjoy it. And yeah. And Frank, you say 3 to a royal rather than 4 to a flush. Yes, in most circumstances. Just to keep it simple, yeah, 3 to a royal is going to have a slightly higher expected value than 4 to a flush. Excuse me here. Looks like the stuffy nose has come back. There is an exception if you are playing 9-6 jacks or better, I think. Where certain combinations of 3 to a royal I think it's ace king 10, ace queen 10, and ace jack 10. If you're playing 9-6 jacks or better, and you have 3 to a royal, that's those combinations, then you actually go for 4 to a flush. If you're playing any video poker variant that pays 35 credits for a flush instead of 30, such as 9-7 or 10-7 double bonus or 9-7 triple double bonus, then you go for the flush instead. Otherwise, his 3 to a royal is almost always going to be better than 4 to a flush. Look at the fluorescent. Yeah. And thanks all, and yeah, shout out to Mark, Home Slots, as well as Brantley at Cowboy Slots. All right, we're at the top of the hour. I think we'll go ahead and end it off. Let me do one more thing though before we leave, since it was mentioned. We'll go ahead and go back to my Tuesday Talks screen here. Let me go and check out VP Free 2 for a quick moment. I just want to check out what's available at Cosmopolitan. I'm just curious for myself. Let me move this over. Here we go. Yeah. They do have 9-6 jacks or better, but it's pretty much high limit. Either high limit or spin poker. Spin poker is the variant of video poker that looks a lot like a slot machine. It's got 9 lines and all that stuff. Appreciate the comment there, Mark. I do what I can. So yeah, I'll go ahead and show you my screen here. So this is VP Free 2. It's a database of video poker games that is kept by other players. So so you can people can edit it, make changes whenever there are changes in the casino. They list 7 video poker variants. Excuse me, guys. Now it's starting to drip. The best video poker game at the Cosmopolitan is 9-6 jacks or better. 99.54% payback. 100 play in the high limit room with a $25 minimum bet. That's starting at 50-cent denomination. $1, $2, $5 spin poker. That's what SP stands for, spin poker. MG means multi-game, so it's a multi-game machine. And it tells you the description. Spin poker deluxe in high limit room. Spin poker and high limit room and all-star poker machines. That's something I've noticed too with the best video poker games you could find on the strip are usually in the high limit room, and they tend to be multi-hand or spin poker or something like that. You don't get good single hand until sometimes $5 or even higher. Here you got $5 to $50 single hand bar top, 5 bar tops in high limit table games room. Yeah, it's pretty much high limit stuff. I don't think you can get paid able to strip. Yeah, that's true. When I was in 2017 in Vegas, which was the trip prior to my most recent one, back in 2017, I think I maybe even mentioned it in a very old video of mine, but Cromwell had good video poker near the entrance, actually, near one of the near the strip entrance, corner entrance. They even had overhead signage on it, but now that's been gone. So Joe says you would rather check in downtown. Hey, what hell? The special game. Yeah, you could play some yeah, some of like the 100 play. I think the very old versions of 100 play would allow you to bet as low as one hand. But notice that many of the newer ones, like look right here in the top row right here, you got 100 play available at starting at 50-cent denomination. But look, it has a stated minimum bet, $25 minimum on those two slant tops. And yeah, I have seen newer versions of 100 play or 50 play draw poker have a stated minimum on it. So minimum, which means a minimum number of hands too. So yeah, we got some more questions here. We'll continue with the questions until we're at the bottom, and then I'll go ahead and end it off. But it looks like Mark's gonna go. I don't blame you. I'll say goodnight to you right now before I sign out. Yeah, the allergies. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with the. I'll go ahead and go back to the regular screen here so I can easily monitor the chat. Okay. Okay. The NorCal casinos. Okay, so without giving away too much information on where our second place is located, and there are the two casinos in Oroville, California, as well as one about 50 minutes further west. So the ones in question that I'm talking about is um, uh, Feather Falls Casino and Gold Country Casino in Oroville, California. And also, my parents especially tend to like to visit Calusa Casino as well because they get a lot of free play from them in the mail. So like $50 free play, $60 free pay, like might as well go just for the free play, and it's on the way to our place up north. So they tend to stop by there, you know, on the drive. So those are the casinos that we tend to visit as a family quite frequently. Video poker isn't the good in those places though. I'll just occasionally take a risk with double bonus on occasion. But yeah. All right, let's go down the list here. We got pick a pair poker. Pick a pair. I I can talk about it in I'll make I think it's be good for another video. Surge. So welcome to the stream. Um, pick a pair is that one game where you're dealt what 3 cards, and then you got two choices on what you want the fourth card to be, and then they deal the fifth card. It's not a draw poker game per se. It's a very unique one, and I'm glad you brought it up. I don't really have time to talk about it in too much detail, but that is a good idea for a future video. So I will make a note of that. And yeah, well, yeah, the strip's gonna have all the good, all the major concerts, events, shows, all the big ones. And yeah, and the pay tables, even if they're bad, they're certainly going to be better than the slots, even at that same casinos. It's typically you're most likely going to do better in video poker, even if the pay table isn't that good. Over the long run, of course. In a short run, anything can happen, as always. Because we know how low the payback percentages can go in video poker. 94.6% is like the lowest you'll typically find. Maybe there's a few odd ones out there, but usually it doesn't go that low, as low as that, lower than that. Oh, you've been to Feather Falls, okay. Maybe you're gonna run into me one. That seems to be the favorite of the two Oroville casinos that we go to as of late. Uh, maybe we'll run into me one time, or maybe you could run it. Maybe you might run into my parents, but because sometimes they'll go without me, because sometimes I don't feel like going at times. And yeah, that'd be okay. So yeah, Joe says yeah, that'd be cool for the video. Same thing for Surge. You've played it once before, and it was yeah, yeah. It's a different game entirely. I need to practice it myself just to make sure I can give you guys a proper video on it. But that is a good one. I can add that to the list. Yeah, because the values for the hands on pick a pair poker is going to be a lot more because it's not a draw poker variant. So yeah, they pay more to compensate because you know you don't there's no discarding. You just pick uh, what you want the fourth card to be out of the two that they give you. I think that's how it works. Yeah, it's pretty average 7-5 bonus. Yeah, so not optimal, but that's pretty common game, and it's certainly better. You certainly could go worse, so that's not that bad. And we're gonna go ahead and end it off right here, everybody. Thank you, and you're welcome too. Have a great week to you, Jay Blinky. You're welcome, Frank. You're welcome, Serge. Thank you very much for joining me. This was a good stream. I'm glad. I don't mind making it a bit longer than normal in order to get through your questions. If you enjoyed it, make sure hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, share the video with others, hit the bell icon to be notified for my next stream. Hopefully, I can get you guys those new videos pretty soon. But the next stream will be on Thursday for the weekly 20K live poker tournament. I'll see you guys there. Thank you very much. I will see you. I will see you Thursday. Take care and go make it happen.